show you how I can get it done. So that is why I'm very passionate about working with business owners, is because I'm a product of a business owner. I grew up in Naperville, and if it wasn't my father who persevered as a business owner when I was one of the only African American families in Naperville in the 80s. A testament to my father's grit for being able to push through, being able to make the mortgage payments in Naperville when it wasn't really common to see African Americans growing up. So thank you for my father showing me what grit looks like. But what I want to do today is I want to talk about some of the commonalities that I see. A lot of the business owners that I work with are within the first 5 years. Either you just formed and you're getting into your first 2, or you're in your first 5. And one of the things that I find are some commonalities as far as different. What I find, and excuse me for being blunt, because I know it's quite blunt, is I see a lot of, within the first 5 years, I see a lot of side hustle activities. You call yourself a business, but to me, it's more than side hustle. To the lady, it's a side hustle. Let me give you some examples of what that looks like. Answering your personal cell phone, saying, thanks for calling, Gina's, lashes, how can I help? Okay. Running your business on an email that ends with gmail.com. Okay, that's a personal email, right? Not knowing why you are what you are. If you were an LLC, can you speak to that? Why did you form an LLC versus an S corp? Do you know the differences between an S corp and an LLC? And if you haven't formed either, why not? Right? So if you're operating as a sole proprietorship, and that's fine, okay? Again, these are self-hustle, side hustle activities. But again, and the potential consequences of that. Let me give you an example. So I have a business owner, he's a trucker. This is a real life situation. He was driving down 80 going towards South Bend. And there's a gentleman who was high as a kite. The trucker's not doing anything wrong. The trucker is a DBA. The trucker is a sole proprietorship. Okay? So going down the road, we had a gentleman, high as a kite, jump into the middle of the street. The trucker hit him, and the trucker lost everything. Number one, because he didn't have insurance and he was a DBA. And if he was an LLC, then the person who's high as a kite would have been suing the LLC. Because he did not be able to separate between LLC and sole proprietorship, the person who was high as a kite took everything from the trucker. Okay? The trucker is no longer in business. The trucker has lost his home and his car and has filed bankruptcy. The person who's high as a kite is my uncle. My uncle jumped in the middle of the road and caused this man to lose everything. And my uncle was high as a kite. If this man just was an LLC, then my uncle would have been able to take advantage. So it's important to know why you are. You want to be intentional with your formations. So some comments that come is, I have business owners coming to me, but their businesses are in trouble. How is that? And again, these are more side hustle activities. You are focused into the business and you want to take your business to the next level. These are some things that you don't compromise, right? You want to make sure that your business is more profitable. You want to make sure that your business is in position to go to the next level. So what I want to do today is I'm going to talk, and I'm going to assume that there are some startup business owners here in the first 2 to 5 years. Okay, and I want to talk about what I will be doing to support you. Number one, I'm really interested to know what are you doing to build up your business credit. Okay. So I want to talk about it for a moment. Number one, can anyone tell me what your business credit score is called? Payback score. Thank you. Do you know what the range is for the payback score? Okay, Bertrand. And he's one of my customers. Thank you. Yes. It goes from 0 to 100. And really, I can talk more into that about how how to almost correlate to a title so you can understand what your payday score means. But I want to talk about just a couple of basic things, and then my buddy Ro is going to come in and finish it. Is that what you're going to do, Ro?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect.
Take your time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, number one, what I want to do is I want to talk about, before we get into business credit, I want to talk about what banks are looking for, okay? So when banks are coming in, number one, they're looking for to see, can you speak on your entity, right? If you can't speak on what your purpose is and what you have going on that makes you different from that next person, then it's a little bit different, because for me, my job is to be the liaison, to have a team of people that can get you the approval, that can get you whatever you need based upon where you are, right? So I want to make sure that you guys have the foundation set with your business to make sure there are no cracks in business, and that when people see your business, it's perceived as being legitimate, okay? Number one, does your business have a business phone number aside from your personal cell phone number? And then is that number registered with either 411 directory or Google? When you do that, you are making your business legitimate, where it's globally recognized, so the business is not just to you legitimate, but to the bureaus it's legitimate. Number two, does the business have a business email domain? Can someone tell me their business email domain? .com. Thank you. Notice he didn't say, what was this again? Notice he didn't say property52@gmail.com. Okay? And again, if you're there, no harm, no foul. But again, these are for side hustle activities. Okay? So when you're looking to then make your business more formal and take your business to the next level and look for funding with banks, you are going to be aligned with what a banker is looking for. Okay? So there's no surprises. Number three, does the business have a business website? Okay? Now, this is not always required depending upon the industry that you're in. So you have to ask yourself as a business owner, are other businesses in this industry, do they have a website, and is it to my advantage to have one? If it's not, then you don't need to have one. But if it does, then it behooves you to make sure that you have a website out there. Okay? Number four, and you may be surprised, but it is what it is. Does the business have a fax number? And you can say, Gina, it's 2024. I realize that. But a fax line defines legitimacy in the business world, right? Now, what you can do is, you can do an e-fax, where you can make your fax line the same number as your business line. So when you get a fax, it comes to you via email. Okay? To me, these are the pillars of the foundation, where as a banker, and I'm being very straightforward, when you're emailing me and looking for funding, and you email me and you're representing yourself as the owner of a business, and again, it's coming from a Gmail account, that's tough. That's tough for me to take seriously. Okay? So just kind of think about that as you are wanting to take your business to the next level. Are you aligned with banks? Are you talking my language as a banker, or are you talking the language of a side hustle business? Okay? I also want to talk about, I thought it was going to be over there, and I'm trying to be into it. I want to be able to talk about that after you have the pillars up, okay? Then it's time to then start your business as far as giving birth to your business credit. There are 3 business bureaus out there, okay? Different from the 3 personal bureaus. Dun & Bradstreet, which is the major player, aka the Duns, aka D&B, right? All you have to do to create an account with the Duns is go to their website and create an account, and you will move forward in their profile and get populated into their algorithm. I would not do that until you do your pillars first, because if you miss your pillars, you're going to be missing important information that is not going to calculate onto your business credit report. Hence, you not getting some important starter points for your Paydex algorithm score, okay? Number two, there's a second bureau, Experian Business. Now, to create an account with them, you simply go to their website and you create an account, okay? And then your Paydex score will get populated and you can start manufacturing that bureau. The third bureau, which is very unique, is Equifax Business. Now, Equifax Business is the only credit bureau that you cannot go to their website and create an account. Your account with Equifax Business gets created when your business account is open. Did anyone know that? So with Equifax Business, when you open your bank account, the bank that you are banking with will then report to Equifax Business 2 things. The average balance for the last 6 months for the deposit balances with your accounts, and if your account has ever been negative. So I need for you guys to understand that when you guys go negative in your bank account, it's almost considered like a 30-day wait on the personal side. So with that being said, it is absolutely imperative that you are protecting your business account with either a savings account or some kind of overdraft protection, so you can ensure that you don't get into the red, which you can be sitting into negative. Okay. Now, after you have these 3 bureaus, so this is the thing. One of the most common mistakes that I see is a lot of business owners just focus on the dimes. And I guess it's for me as a banker, it's hard to understand that because you can't control who. For instance, if you come to me, I might be working off experience as the dimes. So then what happens when I want to make for you that I can support you with, but your Equifax experience report is not being populated. Then for me, there's a discrepancy in how you're building your credit. So it behooves you to make sure that you simultaneously want to be building all 3 bureaus at the same time. So you don't have to worry about what bank is pulling what report. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes. Okay. So, and even more, you can be more strategic about that. Okay, and I can talk about that later because I don't want to get you guys into tips and tricks. And I can't believe she told me that. But there's ways that you can create a stack your credit. I'm sure that would be for sure. About how you can kind of leverage what Kevin, we talked about that. Okay, Kevin keeps me on my toes, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of my customers. Not fit. Thank you for being here, sir. But it's imperative that you guys understand all 3 bureaus need to be nourished at the same time, okay? So I want to make sure that you guys are all understanding the importance of how to move that Paydex score and be able to leverage all 3 bureaus. Now, after you do that, who's heard of a net 30 account? Perfect. Okay, so once you have your account created, now once you have your Paydex score, your profile created, it's time to get 5 net accounts. Not 4, not 3, but 5. Because 5 is considered in the banking world sufficient credit when it comes to net 30 accounts. Okay? Now, you can say, well, Gina, what is a net 30 account? Well, so let me give you an example. So my son's father owns a curls chicken, okay? And they call him the chicken king, okay? And what he does is he goes to the Restaurant Depot and he will purchase white bread, maybe napkins, anything that's not Chicken King branded. And he will say, hey, listen, Restaurant Depot, bill me and record my payments on my credit report. Okay? That's a net 30 account. Okay? Now, you need to get 5. Now, I'm going to give you 2 today. Quill.com is a great one, QUILL.com, and Uline, the letter U and the word line going all together. Now, these 2 net accounts will allow you, number 1, to build your business credit because they're doing the one thing that you need to know, and that is they are reporting to just at least one of the 3 bureaus. They don't have to report to all 3. That's even great. That's even better. But they have to report to at least one. You have a question, sir?
Speaking on net 30, Our factory companies consider part of that net 30.
They can be, but you have to make sure that they are reporting to the bureaus. Sometimes factory companies, sir, only report when there's adverse information, like a late or a missed payment. But you want to make sure, the purpose of this is to make sure that you're getting the reporting activity that you need. Okay? Great question. You're welcome. Now, there are also net 60 accounts and net 90. Have you guys heard of those as well? Okay, but let me tell you this though. You can do that, but did you know that this is the thing? You're in the stage of building credit. So if you're only reporting every 60 or 90 days, how's that gonna help you? You need the net 30, so they're reporting every 30 days. Does that make sense? Now, I think you too. So you only need to get 3 more, okay? And you can say, Gina, I'm not pushing you. I get it. You are. Yes. But you can do it. You can do so one of this right here again, Kevin, Mr. Harris. He's a tattoo artist. So if he's looking for net accounts, he's going to put in net accounts for tattoo artists in Chicago. If nothing pulls up, net accounts for tattoo artists in Illinois. See where I'm going with this? And if nothing pulls up, then we can broaden this a little bit more. Net accounts for tattoo artists in the Midwest. And then from there, you do your homework, okay? And when you say, what do you mean homework? Because you have to be able to identify, can I use this company? It's great that they're out there, but if I can't use their products, then that's not going to help you as a business owner, right? So you want to make sure this is something that I'm aligned with. And then the famous question is, do you report to at least one of the 3 business bureaus? Okay. Then you have your net accounts. Okay. That's the very next entry level as far as being able to get your business credit off the ground. From there, we go into business credit cards. Now, I'm going to tell you about business experience. No comparisons for us all day long, you're going to give you money. But if you want to establish a relationship with your bank, go to your bank first. Okay? So right now, we home at Health Community, have a very honest person, and we have honest conversations. But people's very selfish. Most of the banks are selfish. They're going to say, listen, you went to American Express 3 months ago or 6 months ago, now you want to go to credit card with us. Why did you come here first? Come to your bank first before you go outside. American Express is we're trying to recruit you. But you want to importantly establish a relationship with your bank. Okay? So that's why